Now I'm petty. Now I'm cussing you out. Actually, now I'm irritated, and you're gonna know that I'm irritated.
One word answers don't work. Like if you say yes, I don't know, or no, I will literally blow a gasket. Like you want to scream and like jump and like.
But I get like. Hi, I'm Miguel.
Hi, I'm Aurora.
And this is Age Gap, a podcast about two best friends, 10 years apart. We're back.
We're back.
We are so back.
We're back.
We're so back. And this week we've decided that we are going to get to know each other real up close and personal. I recognize that some of y'all know Miss Mackey, have been keeping up with Miss Mackey for a long time now. And obviously there's going to be some of y'all that have been keeping up with me. And we all just need to get acquainted. Everybody needs to get to know everybody. Since what we're building here is going to be forever and ever and ever. We're best friends. You guys got to be our best friends. BFFFFF.
F.
Precisely. So what are we going to do?
We're rapid fire questioning one another with some juicy, maybe some spicy, some maybe controversial. I don't know. You got to watch the episode. Here we go.
F around and find out. Let's do a quick little Q&A until we can get on Vogue's 73 questions. Until then, we're going to do the budget version, okay? Let me pull up my notes.
Not the notes, because I'm unprepared.
You really are unprepared. I hope you guys know that Miss Mackey comes into these episodes unprepared.
With nothing.
Often.
Really, it's all...
With nothing.
It's all from here. It's all from my experience.
Straight off the noggin. Okay, I'm being a hater. Let me stop. Okay, first question. How much do you think my reputation matters to me, and what makes you think so?
Oh, I think it matters a lot.
Oh.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Ah!
Yeah, I think... And, okay, first of all, that's not a bad thing. No one said that...
I know, but I feel perceived.
Well, okay, to put it bluntly, I mean, I wouldn't call you self-centered, because you're not self-centered. That's the opposite of what you are. Believe me, I have friends who are self-centered, and again, no problem with that either, but that's not what you are. You just appreciate what you bring to the table, and you don't want people to think that you are one way when you know you're not. So, like, for example, like, you are an educated man. That's something that you do put forward, and it does have something to do with the reputation that you walk around with. So that's how I think. And yes, you are a little vain.
That's true.
That's okay. Nothing, again.
These good looks.
We take... If you do the beach joke, I gotta go.
Beach is that way. The beach is that way. Right? Yeah. I do have a fear of seeming self-absorbed or self-centered because I don't think that I am. But my reputation does matter to me. Because here's the thing. People love to misread people. People love to misunderstand people on purpose. And I hate that. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. Like, if you want to make assumptions about my character and then like tell everybody that that's who I am just because that was your experience with me, weird. Like, yes, you're entitled to your truth, but also we are multidimensional human beings. Like, obviously you're not going to be the same person to every person, and you know we're not going to ignore like having a platform obviously makes a difference too. It's like I'm already hypervigilant of like how people are perceiving me, and so yeah, I do care about my reputation.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
I do. You would be right.
Yeah.
You're correct.
Ding, ding.
And y'all should care about your reputation a little bit more. The way y'all be posting on social media, the way that y'all act.
Not you perceiving me now.
Think about it. Yeah, okay, let me... Did that feel like an attack?
No.
Let me see. Loki, let me answer that question about you. I want to say that you don't care. But am I wrong? Or maybe you do care, but your front is like, nah, you're going to think what you think. So I'm just going to be who I am.
This is actually funny. I know this is supposed to be fun and quirky. I know we're supposed to have fun and quirky, but I do have to deep a little bit into it. Because you said...
Speak your truth.
Yeah, you said reputation. And I believe that I cared a lot more when I was younger. And... because I was also...
The gap.
Yeah, like, I'm also a vain person. I don't think I'm overly as vain as I used to be, but when I was younger, I was. And again, that was learned experience. Like, my family's like that. Like, my family would rather us look better than we are actually doing. so that people don't worry about us. I never really looked at it like negatively at all. So I grew up like that. So the package of me needs to look a lot better. I guess that's just how I was raised. So do I care about my reputation? Not as much anymore, only because of what you said before. People are always going to have a perception of you, and that is their perception. And reputation is based solely on perception. And I can't change people's minds when they've had an experience, especially because I am human and there are going to be people who have bad experiences with me because I've probably done something not so great. I'm not perfect. It happens. And yeah, that's all about growth. We're going to be growing for the rest of our lives, and you should want to keep growing. That's just life. So reputation, I just hope my friends meet me where I am and go from there.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Excellent advice. Excellent advice, Miss Mackie.
Mm-hmm.
That was beautiful.
All right, so I'm going to ask you, what is your biggest coping mechanism?
Good. That's hard. They're all terrible.
I have mine in lock.
No, I'm kidding.
Mine is loaded.
Dude, really? That was quick. What is my coping mechanism? I feel like I know what you're gonna say. Mine is kind of obvious.
Is it?
Okay. Is it not? I don't know.
Tell me.
I don't know if this is a coping mechanism. The first one that came to mind is talking, yapping. I immediately need to talk to someone. I immediately need to talk to myself. I immediately need to look in the mirror and verbally process things, or else I won't process things. But I don't know if that's
crazy.
Why?
Because I think it's the opposite.
What?
I think silence is your coping mechanism.
Am I getting clocked?
Yeah, I think silence is. I think if you don't hear from you, it's because you want to disengage. Because talking a lot, that's processing. Like what you said, processing.
Yeah, I don't know if that goes after. That's interesting. Wow. There is some truth to that. The reason I'm having a hard time answering is because say it's a A-B conversation, right? It's an A-B situation. I need to take a step back and recollect and get myself together. And then person C, 9 times out of 10, my sister, she just listens and needs to hear me beat the dead horse 10,000 times over. Yes. Or person C is me in the mirror where I'm pacing around the bathroom telling myself no, but this and this and this and this and that.
Okay, so the definition for coping mechanism for me would be something that you use to cope, because it can be healthy too. There are people I go for a run, that's my coping mechanism. But for me, I know my biggest one is negative. It is alcohol, but I don't drink anymore. Yes, so my biggest coping mechanism was alcohol, and if I ever took a sip of alcohol, it would become the biggest one again. That's just something I fight. My positive biggest one is art. If I want to shut down and not cope with anything, if I don't want to deal with anything, I grab my iPad, I go in my room, I turn off the light, and I will draw literally for hours.
When it comes to coping mechanisms, I don't think I have the best ones in place. I don't think I have a grip on what exactly they are. To think about my negative one though, for the sake of conversation and being vulnerable or whatever, I will go to work. I will find something to work on. So if I get really overwhelmed, if I get really stressed, I go into lock-in mode. And maybe that's why it's perceived as silence, because suddenly I have an album to finish. Am I making music actively? Not really, but suddenly in this moment I am, because that means I'm going to be in front of my computer feeling like I'm working and taking all that energy and turning it into something. Or I'll go to work. Suddenly, you know what? I will pick up a shift. I'm going to go make money. Or I'm going to go, suddenly I'm crafting. I'll find something to maybe distract myself from it.
I don't think that's negative, because that's not a disassociation. That's transforming energy, which is healthy.
Well, yes.
Yeah, so
most times it's healthy.
Yeah, because if you're a workaholic, if you just came back from a 12-hour shift and you're hey, can I do another one? Because you're going through a breakup or something like that, that's really bad.
That is
that's really bad. So I guess it really depends.
Little
Yeah.
What about defense mechanism?
Hey.
When you're in conflict with somebody, where do you go? Put them up.
I automatically jump and attack. No,
really. What's yours? Fight, flight?
Oh, it really depends. Let's say a relationship. Let's say I'm arguing. If we have a disagreement or something like that, I over-explain and I need explanations over and over again. If it's a real life situation, I grew up not in the best neighborhood, so I've had pew-pews put in my face before, and I'm usually like comply. I don't think that's the word for it. I think it's like go with it, go with the flow. So you could do like fight, flight.
Say it fawn.
Yeah.
Put the right one here.
But yeah, I will just go with it. I will figure out how to go through the situation to get out of the situation. But yeah, I think it's over talking or needing explanations. I'll be like, why? One word answers don't work. Like if you say yes, I don't know, or no, I will literally blow a gasket. I will just like, no, I need words. I need explanation. I need you to walk understand through it with me. Thing. Yes. Yeah. So I think that's how if I'm going to be talking about like defense with a person, that's definitely.
Yeah, you are like that.
Every option, A to Z.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm also like that where I need information or else I don't feel like I have all the puzzle pieces, and that's really going to irritate me and it's going to keep me up at night. And that's my thing, is I will get irritated. I am an irritable human being. I try not to be. I'm mostly a very chill person. But if there's a situation, something starting to bug me, it comes out as irritation. Now I'm petty. Now I'm cussing you out. Actually, now I'm irritated, and you're going to know that I'm irritated, which is probably not great. But I get like...
But, okay, so that's funny too, because I also have that, and I don't know if we have it for the same reason, but I have it because I was so used to just like not having emotion. And again, it goes back to the alcohol. If I was drinking, my anger, irritation, or any emotion I had was being like destroyed. So now that I don't have that, my therapist was like, girl, you need to get a punching pillow.
It's like overwhelming.
You get like... Yeah, like you want to scream and like jump and like...
You get a little frantic.
So I will literally just punch this punching pillow because it can't hurt me back, and it doesn't hurt anybody because it's a pillow.
Honestly, a healthy coping mechanism. Good for you.
I know, look at me. I shine.
That makes me so happy.
Thank you.
No, really, you do shine. Let's take a minute. Editor, applause. Yay. Applause. Keep going. Keep applauding. Okay. Oh!
Tell it.
Yeah, big yikes.
Oh.
Have you ever dated a friend's ex? Have you ever wanted to?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Ooh, do tell. Story time. That's gonna piss some people off.
Well, okay, listen. First of all, I was super young. Not an excuse, but
get into it.
Understand where I was at in my life. So I had this friend, and she was dating this dude for 2 weeks. He wasn't exactly interested in her. It was like one of those situations. And then she was like asking us for advice, and she was like, hey guys, will you come meet him so that we can like, you could see maybe what's going on and maybe why he's so standoffish or whatever. The reason is because he didn't date. Like he didn't make people official. So he would date you, but he wouldn't be like, you're my girlfriend. So we met and we automatically clicked. I want to say I was 16. I was 16 and he was...
Yeah, see, that was my next question.
He was a lot older. That was my next question.
I was like, is this high school tea?
So, but he was a lot older.
Ooh.
He was not a teenager.
And y'all already know how we feel about that. Go watch last week's episode.
It was a problematic relationship in the first place, but let's put that aside for 2 seconds. At this point, I was already out of high school. I graduated when I was 16. So all my friends were older. That's how I knew him, because he was older with all of these friends that were older. Those nights in the summer where you stay up like 24, 36 hours and you guys are...
Not summer nights.
Yes. Like you're flirting, you're
romanticizing this story like you didn't just steal your friend's ex. Or no, friend's boyfriend.
But I did.
You said summer nights, y'all. It wasn't that bad.
I remember we went to a friend's house because it was like 36 hours. None of us slept. And like it was myself in the couch, and my friend who liked the guy was in the bed, and he came over to me and like laid down next to me. But he put his head on the other side. Still problematic, but that was the thing. And then he was like, I like her. And a month later, he actually asked me out as like his girlfriend. And,
did you say yes?
Yeah, well, because problematic. Yeah, of course I did.
Did you guys date?
We did. We stayed together, I believe.
For how long?
It was like 2.5 years.
Oh, wow.
It was about 2.5 years. Oh,
that's crazy.
That was probably my worst break. It was my first like real heartbreak, I think.
First love, first heartbreak.
That whole thing. But it was problematic because he was older. That was the issue. He was also a scumbag too. I'm pretty sure he cheated on me, but that's besides the point because I was a scumbag first. What goes around comes around.
Yeah, what goes around comes around.
Yeah, you're gonna get yours.
Is that what Beyonce said?
Yeah, you're gonna get yours. Crazy. Yeah. Ooh. So, I was a little bit of a red flag. Tea. A little bit of a red flag. Yeah.
Not you is stealing your friend's man.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to the friend?
Oh my god.
Did you ever hear anything from her? Did she drop kick you? Because I would have.
So no,
I fully would have.
she ended up dating my cousin, and they really liked each other. And he found out that she cheated on him, so I just like dropped her completely. A couple of years,
so she had to go for other reasons.
Well, a couple of years later, I guess he found out that that was not true, and it was like I don't know. She was a little broken at the time, so it was like I don't know. He said, she said kind of thing. Yeah. And I used to do her dirty. I was not a good friend. I was a terrible friend to her. And
you know what? It happened.
Yeah, and he still stayed my cousin stayed friends with the girl, and he invited me to a party, and she was there, and I apologized to her, and she said, "I don't believe you." And I said, "Okay." I said, "Girl, I did my piece. I'm too old."
Yo, that's tea.
I was like, "I'm too old."
You said I tried, but you know what? Yeah.
Yeah, and cause she thought.
Yeah,
and,
I probably would have thought you were.
Oh yeah. Oh, 100%.
Not gonna lie.
Oh, 100%.
I would have been like, "Girl, please go choke."
I laughed not because like, oh, she's a bitch or something. Cause no, that was such a.
That was just so humbling. That had to be humbling.
It was. Yeah. And I don't know if humbling is the right word. It was definitely like, if you treat people a certain way, they're gonna perceive you that way. And I did for years treat her terrible.
Circle right back.
Yeah, so no, of course she didn't believe this little bitch that came up to her to apologize, never reached out, otherwise having to be in the same room with her. Of course not. I wouldn't have believed me either, but...
You know what? I'm glad you have a different reputation now. I hope she's in the comment section and she's clocking your teeth.
Yeah, I don't hold my tongue. I got stories to share.
No, period. As you should.
Yeah.
But that's crazy. I've actually, never dated a friend's ex, but also all my friends, we all have very different types, and I think that's how it should be. I think that's how it should stay. And I hate all those. No, I'm not even kidding. Like, I hate all those people. Hear me out. And it's not because I'm a hater. It's not because nothing. Usually it's like we can chill, we can hang out. I'm going to be really nice to you. I'm going to get to know you. We can get to know each other. But the minute that I see you want to become my bestie, no. Immediately, no. No, my bestie is my bestie. You are their partner. There's layers to it. There's degrees to where you can get closer to me. And there have been some people that have passed the threshold. Exhibit A, like my sister, obviously her partner. I don't know. We have a very best friend relationship. So yeah, I don't ever get too close to them. I see them as like ill stinky. Bye. I'm not attracted to you. I don't want anything to do with that. I think the most messiness was sometime in high school as well. Like, my friend liked someone, and that person asked me out to, like, go hang out. But then I felt really guilty while I was hanging out with that person's crush, and I was like, we shouldn't do this again.
Well, that's kind of like, you didn't know.
Yeah, I was like, oh, is this supposed to be a date? Because if it's supposed to be a date, I should go home. Actually, my mom's calling me. I gotta go.
Sorry, bye.
But I'm a very loyal hoe. I've always been a very loyal hoe. It's like, I can't, no. Yeah, no. And if you are my friend's ex and you're watching this, we're not friends. I'm actually your biggest op.
Since we've been talking a little bit about the bad things that we do, aka the things I do, what what are some of your vices? Do you even think about having vices?
Before I get into this,
TMI.
do as I say, don't do as I do. I am a victim of the jewel epidemic.
Oh.
I'm a vapor.
Down.
I'm a vapor down. Have been a vapor down. Me and a vape.
Yeah.
Me and a vape.
And you know that
scrumptious.
It's a vice because you be like hiding. You're in the shadows.
No, the thing is I'm very like, it's absolutely my biggest vice. It's the worst one. It's one that I've tried to kick for years. Mind you, I'm realizing it's been consistently like 7 years now. Terrible. Again, do as I say, do not do as I do. If you've never ever tried it, please don't ever try it, ever. But it's been like an on and off thing for the past 10 years. And I do think I've gotten better in the sense of, I used to go through a vape in 2 days with like the highest percent of nicotine that you could possibly get, and go through it 2 days. Every 2 days drop like $40 on a new vape. But I have managed to like lower the amount of nicotine that I'm taking, and it's also, I'm not spending as much money on it. And of course, it sounds like I'm making terrible excuses. I definitely am. If you still have not quit vaping,
let's not put that in the atmosphere. No. That's not an excuse. That is a step. You lowered the dosage.
It's a step.
That is a step, not an excuse. We do not do that. If you are doing anything like that, and you're doing it in large quantities, but you cut that quantity in half, you can cut it in half again, one step at a time.
Applause! Editor applause!
No, really. Okay, go. Sorry.
No, but yeah, I do feel like I've gotten better in the sense of like I can recognize it. I can lower my intake. Like if I'm at work, I don't have my vape on me at all times. Like I'm learning to try to treat them as cigarettes too, especially at work. Because with a vape, it's so easy to like go lock myself in a bathroom and be like, but at work, I'm constantly on my feet for 12 hours. So it's like I give myself smoke breaks and then I gaslight myself what I've started to do. And honestly, this may be a tip that works for other people is I have like liquid, like nicotine liquid that has maybe like zero point 0.2 or something. And then I have a bottle that has no nicotine in it. And I just mix and match that thing in there. And it's like what I have in here is what I have in here. Ultimately, no idea how much nicotine is actually in the pot itself. But I do feel like it's a lot better than having like a high percent vape in my hand 24/7 every 2 days. So I'm getting there. And on a more wholesome note, I guess Oreos. I really have a problem. I really want an Oreo right before bed every night, all the time.
Just one?
Like two. 2 Oreos. I have a pack of Oreos. By
You eat pretty healthy the rest of the
That's
day.
ideal.
You could have. I do the It's dark chocolate. I do a little square of dark chocolate every night.
Oh, I'm not insane. Okay, I thought that was a really weird thing. I was like, I don't know if this constitutes as I don't know if this is a vice.
It's bad for you if you're down in the whole pack of Oreos. That's a problem. You know what I mean? Like that's like maybe we should think about having less Oreos. But that's having an Oreo at night. That's okay.
What are your vices?
Oh, well, hello.
Well, we know the big one.
We know the big one. The biggest one is alcohol. But for the audience at home that doesn't know, I am over a year sober. But we don't eliminate it. I do still consider it my highest vice. I don't think I've been sober long enough to say, hey, yeah, that doesn't count anymore. It counts. It counts. So yeah, that's my biggest vice. But dessert?
It's a dessert. It's a sweet treat.
Oh, not just a sweet treat, like indulging in gigantic milkshake or going to the bakery and getting like 2 cheesecake. Like that has always been my problem. I was indulged as a child. Like it was a thing. And I have diabetes in my family. So it's just like, come on, Aurora, get it together because
we gotta get a grip. We gotta get a grip. We gotta
literally have to get a grip.
Do you think you're a person who is prone to addiction? Like, is that something that you claim with a badge of honor, or do you think it's not so much that? Because for me personally, like, obviously there's a link between having ADHD and like instant gratification. So I have an addictive personality. Addiction runs in my family. It's something that I'm very aware of. It's something that I'm not always tending to, and I probably should. It's always been a thing for me. As a kid, it was candy. Oh my god, I had so many cavities. And even now, like, I have a little piece of candy on me at all times. I need a little something, a little pick-me-up.
You are a snacky.
I am.
I do snack.
One thing about me, I want to snack. I want to salt. I'm bad for you.
To answer your question, do I think I have an addictive personality? So I do have addiction in my family. We're talking like hard. I've lost an uncle that way. I think it is possible to have an addictive personality, but I am not someone who believes that addiction is just for a certain amount of people. I think every single human being is capable of having an addiction. And quite frankly, I think everyone does in some form or another at some point in their life, whether it's alcohol, whether it's something harder, whether it's sugar, processed foods, fast food, whatever it is, we are as human beings prone to just pushing the pleasure button.
Yeah, there's like a capacity for everybody to overindulge in something they probably shouldn't.
Yeah, that's why I don't like the word alcoholic. We're not going to victim blame here. We're going to blame the substance that was put on us, is addictive, is sold to us, is told that is a normal thing for everyone to do. It is not normal to poison yourself every day. It is not normal to put that substance in your body on the weekends and you wake up sick. To me, as someone who has gone through the journey to become sober, do I think having a glass of wine with dinner is okay? Absolutely. It's like my piece of chocolate. You know, if you don't overindulge, it is okay. It is. Your body can process it. It's perfectly okay. And I think even right now, I could have a glass of wine and then be sober for another year. I don't think I would fall into that pattern because I don't want to drink anymore. But it doesn't mean that that pattern can't still exist within me or anyone who ever takes a glass of wine. You know what I mean? You can't bring up addiction and not me go full.
I know. That's why I was like, girl, I'm gonna let you preach. I'm gonna let you preach though, because I do think that there's somebody out there who needs to hear it. And honestly, I think the first couple times that I heard it, it gave me a lot of perspective, and not only just about your situation, it also made it possible for me to reframe the way that I think about my addictions and my vices, and stop stigmatizing them so much. Because maybe, you know what, another defense mechanism is deflecting and just kind of being sarcastic and being aloof and kind of being like, oh yeah, well, it's a problem, I know, and like, oh, I know. We all do it, but I think it does help a lot of people to hear it that way, put that way, where it's like, actually, let's normalize it a little bit, and you don't have to feel bad about it, and you don't have to be aloof. You can be self-aware, and you can still continue to do it, and that doesn't make you a bad person. It just is. I don't know if that makes sense, but I guess that's kind of how I see it.
It does make a lot of sense, because for me, drinking, becoming drunk, and having some sort of addiction to the alcohol, there's no shame in that, and there should never be any shame in that. The shame comes within the actions that you are taking because of this substance. But that shame is also a human emotion. And I feel like a lot of people take shame and they don't run with it. They take shame and they cower. I look at shame now. I look at shame now as my mind and my body showing me the person that I don't want to be. It's very much of like, you know, when you get a cut on your knee or you burn yourself on the stove, your body is just telling you that this is not a good thing for you. And that shame needs to be the same exact thing. If you cower, if you say that, you know, I'm broken or I'm a bad person and so on and so forth. No, honey, that's not the case, because if when you wake up in the morning and you're sober and you're not doing those same things, it doesn't mean that you didn't do them. That is you, but the sober version of you can clock it and won't do it, aka just being a human.
You're so well spoken, dude. What's something you think that I get away with that you couldn't?
Oh, wow.
I have my answer for you. It's locked and loaded, not gonna lie.
Maybe now you probably have more pretty privilege than I do. Now, yeah, because I am older.
These good looks.
I don't pay attention.
I don't think I agree though. Thanks. I'm beautiful. Thanks. You just call me pretty.
That's why I always see parallels in us, because when I was a lot younger, that was me, but just like
the femme version.
I was like, yeah, I was gonna say feminine. No, I was still pretty masculine, but like, yeah, I had that.
Yeah, but like in a girl form.
Yeah, very like feminine. I would almost call it an ego. Yeah, feminine ego, where like I know I'm hot. I could go into a store and pick any outfit because it fits me, and like dumb shit, dumb Delulu bullshit.
Honestly, yeah. Delulu is what makes the world go round. Delulu is how we get away with murder.
My confidence was
Delulu is how we get away with
so
murder.
High. Yeah, my confidence. I'm still a pretty confident person, but I'm a little more reserved. But yeah, maybe I'm trying to think of something more complex than that.
I'll be honest, I feel like a lot of these are going to boil down to gender, because my answer for you is being cutie patootie, because you are very cutie patootie core. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're in like your long little sweaters and like your little bangs and like your cute little outfits.
I see where
if
you're
I
going,
acted cutie patootie,
you get a...
If I acted cutie patootie, girl, first of all, I would never beat the twink allegation. Second, it would just, funny. I don't know. I feel like I would just go around the world giving people an ick if I was acting cutie patootie. But you have a cutie patootie aura to you.
Yeah, it's my curse.
And you can get away with it.
It's my curse. I think that's why I had the badass
it's cute.
Feminine ego, is because everybody's like, you're so cute. And I'm like, no, I'm hot and sexy. Like, yeah.
Yeah, you kind of got to fight.
Oh, my God. Yeah. That's funny, because I do agree with you on that, because with us, if it was just like you, me, our besties, like you could be cutie patootie and we're like, we love it. But yeah, in the real world, because people suck booty hole and are misogynistic, yeah, if a man walks around being all like, they're automatically going to be like, that's a gay man, that's this.
If I'm honest, when I see like soft boys, because I guess that's the equivalent, right? Like the cutie patootie male version is a soft boy.
It's a soft boy.
And I remember on TikTok when everything was like soft boy core and like the boys were doing the editor, put the video up. That core of man, if you were on TikTok in 2020, you know what I'm talking about. It's like the soft boy core with the dimples and the fluffy hair. It would give a little pick me boy.
Do you feel like it makes you like feel feminine?
It doesn't necessarily make me feel feminine. Maybe it is a machismo thing. I think it makes me feel boyish, and not in the way that I would want to be boyish, because I was never cutie patootie, even pre-transition. I was never a cutie patootie girly like, oh, soft, ooh, ooh. Nope, never me, not ever me. I was always kind of like a, bitch, I'm tough. What? Like, I'm funny, or I'm that guy. I'm more of a bro than I am a cutie patootie. You know what I'm saying? I say that with, I say that I can't be cutie patootie as I have like a collection of stuffed animals. That's as cutesy as I get, though.
That's different. That's different because I consider stuffed animals
You think?
decor.
Because tell me this isn't beautiful. My little bear sushi roll.
That is the greatest thing I've ever seen. Like, to be completely honest, I see the Pikachu capybara you gave me for my birthday, and that's prime decor. Okay, because I'm thinking maybe fashion wise now because of our body types. I think you can rock some shirt styles that I wish I could, just because you have a broader shoulder. As someone who has more of a feminine body, and I do have like a thicker top, but like as someone who does have a feminine body, and I love to dress more quote unquote masculine, they'll have like a really killer like V-neck. You know, like Levi, they do a killer thick bodied V-neck. My titties just
Can't get away with it.
ruin all
Oh,
of
please.
it. Yes.
In the way. Now I gotta go try on a V-neck.
Okay. Do you have more of a dominant or submissive, get your head out of the gutter personality?
Do I?
Yeah, do you think
Like
personally?
what I think I have?
Yeah, do you think, are you more dominant or are you more submissive? Like when you just like navigate the world?
I think I have a more submissive personality, to be honest.
But why?
9 times out of 10.
Why?
I think I have. Listen, hear me out. First of all, as a man, I think that men should be submissive.
Oh!
9 times out of 10, I think, no, genuinely, I think we're meant to be submissive beings.
Oh, I think so too. Let's talk about it.
Think we can front? No, really.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm gonna answer this question for you. I think you have a more dominant one, and I think I have a more submissive one. And again, everybody get their heads out of the gutter.
Mm-hmm.
But I operate the best when I am in a submissive role. When we talking about something else, that we don't got to talk about that in this episode. That's not this episode. But mostly, like, I sometimes feel comfortable in like positions of leadership, but even then, I'm not the kind of person to assert my dominance all the time. Unless I feel like everybody else in the room is incompetent, in which case I will put some pep in people's step. But mostly, I'm gonna be chill. I'm gonna be fine. In romantic context, your world, I'm just living in it.
That is very
I'm a better soldier than I am a, what is it? I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier.
Yeah.
Yeah, you lead. I follow. I got your back.
Okay, well, obviously human beings probably have both. I think you are a little more submissive when it comes to that kind of stuff. I think you're a little more dominant, though, when it comes to career-oriented things. That you know that you're educated in areas and you feel, like, strong about what you're capable of. So you'll, like, assert that.
When it comes to career-wise or, like, any endeavors that I have in that aspect, I usually work by myself anyway. So, of course, I gotta be the more dominant one. If I'm being submissive to myself, nothing's gonna get done. I gotta make it happen, sure. But if we're talking, like, collaborative and how I relate to other people, 9 times out of 10, I'm a more submissive person. Unless that other person has very directly told me, like, I don't want to think right now. And then I'm like, oh, okay. But even then, I'm submitting because you're telling me that you don't want to think. So now...
True. That's true. Okay.
Men should be submissive. I don't know.
No, okay, let's get on that. Just let's bring it on home because I agree, and I don't think it's because like men should be submissive to women. No, I think naturally most men are just mad chill with it. Like, I really think if they just step back, they'd be able to choose things that made them happier, like interested in the careers that they have, in their relationships. When I date, if I am going to date like either a masculine person or someone who is male, I do generally go for someone who is more laid back and more submissive, at least in our daily lives, because I like someone who is relaxed because I am anxiety driven.
Intensity.
I am.
Yes.
So if I don't have someone be like, let's just sit back for a second, then I'm gonna be jumping off of bridges. Like, I'm gonna be flying. Like, I need that. But again, it doesn't mean you have to be submissive in all aspects of your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think one side of you negates the other side at all. But even in our dynamic, I feel like part of the reason that we work well is because we do have that dynamic a little bit. Like, I do think you are the more dominant one between the two of us, and especially when it comes to like putting this whole project together. I'm cool to follow your lead. I'm gonna give you some suggestions. I'm gonna be like, no, this, that. I can kind of steer here and there, and obviously I have to carry my weight. But I don't know. I do also see it between the two of us.
Yeah, I think the dynamic works really well, like besides the dominant or submissive thing, is because we do respect one another in a way that, like, oh, I trust you in certain aspects and I trust you in certain aspects, and oh, we're both learning this together or whatever it is. And I think that's really crucial to work with a friend, like extremely crucial, because if you work in any other way, it can implode. Take a chance, do whatever the other person says. If they think it's gonna rock, let's watch it rock. Like, I'm gonna be so happy. There's no losing here. There's only winning.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Miss Mackey. Okay. This is tea. What interests have you given up due to a community that you didn't want to be a part of?
I was a VTuber, and for those who don't know what a VTuber is, it is a virtual entertainer. And basically, I was like an anime girl, and I really loved it. Oh my god! If you haven't tried it, you should, because it was so much fun. It's basically being a voice actor, but you get to stream, you get to make content. It's a lot of fun. Really, really, absolutely, absolutely loved doing it down. But the
mama had to go.
I literally had to go because
she gotta go.
There is a large, like a majority of people who enjoy this type of content that are in a section of opinion that I just don't agree with. I would like go on Twitter and type in like trans rights matters, and I would have a post go all the way to the top, but because there's so much negativity underneath it. And no matter how much, I want to get out of my own echo chamber and hear other opinions from other people, when it comes to just blatant hate or just being completely vile in what you have to say, if you're talking about a certain group of humans that just like is insignificant to you for no apparent reason, you don't really know who's watching you until you actually get to know who's watching you. When I'm over here representing like my gay community and where I stand in that, and I'm getting pushback about it, I can't be bothered. And it's a lot of toxicity that, is everywhere on the internet, but in that certain community, it was praised.
They do too much.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. And we definitely got to talk about it. We definitely got to do an episode about how we've gone viral and what led to that.
We do, girl.
But
we do.
To wrap this up, I am going to throw the question back at you, though. Is there a community you've ever been in that made you just be like, I got to exit, I gotta walk off?
I know you guys are gonna relate to this one, and it's career driven. It's corporate America. It's corporate core. It's having my big boy job for a second, where I was dealing with LinkedIn baddies, made me realize, girl, this is not for me. This is not my world. This is not my world. And genuinely, I had an interest in kind of dabbling the corporate world, especially because I did go to school and I'm a first gen. Obviously, there's this like, oh, well, maybe this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm supposed to climb the ladder and American dream and blah, blah, blah. But I had a corporate job for maybe 6 months before I was like, y'all scare me. We're talking a lot of nonsense and numbers and KPIs and all these things that mean nothing to me. And even looking at the people above me and my managers and supervisors and other team members, it was like, what are we doing? Why are we stressing ourselves out so bad to put money in a white man's pocket, thinking that at any point you are going to take his spot? That's not gonna happen. And dealing with the LinkedIn baddies that are like, oh, this is what I'm accomplishing and this and that, and suddenly they're treating LinkedIn like it's TikTok and Instagram, and they want likes and reshares and to expand their network. Babe, why would you ever want to be a LinkedIn influencer representing a company that, again,
doesn't care about you,
only truly benefits that white man in charge? And so I realized very quickly, I actually have no interest in corporate or the corporate ladder or corporate America. Can't do it, won't do it. Maybe I'll sell my soul in 20 years from now if the earth hasn't exploded already, but me right now, not gonna happen.
That is top. That is peak. I agree 100%. That's why I haven't been in corporate America for years.
Can't do it, won't do it.
Won't do it. Funny.
Won't do it.
Funny, we're saying this on YouTube. But it is what it is.
Well, yeah, but that's a whole. This different. Okay, this is different. This is different. This is different.
Yeah.
This is different. I would rather be talking to you
No,
than
absolutely.
talking
Yeah.
to Jerry from accounting.
Or the racism that is just blatantly spewed while you're sharing a sushi roll with the CEO of the company that you work for. And instead of your manager standing up for herself and being like, well, I'm a Mexican woman, how dare you? She just giggles. And your whole soul disappears. Anyways.
Okay, and with that, I hope you guys feel like you've gotten to know us a little bit better. If you have any questions or want any more, because we didn't give you enough tea, feel free to ask them in the comment section. As always,
what are your vices? Do you also hate corporate America? Remember, we're just trying to have a conversation, get to know each other, as well as figure out if we close the gap. Do you agree or not?
You know how we could close the gap though? If you go follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Close the Age Gap. That's literally how we close the gap. So don't forget to follow us, comment, like, subscribe, bell, notification, this, that, and the third. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.